Right, today I've got my dehumidifier I've had for many, many, many years. I normally just keep it on, and it just comes on now and again. Because it's a dumb dehumidifier, it's on or it's off, that's it. There's no like humidity control settings or anything like that. It's just been left on a timer, 15 minutes on for an hour, 15 minutes off, blah 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 blah. Until I checked on it, I realised, oh god, I couldn't get the filter up. We'll leave that. And realised that it wasn't actually, well, it was on, but the fan wasn't turning, so it was getting very, very hot. So I don't know if there'd been any more damage. But I've already had it apart, because I was just fiddling with it while I was sat on the sofa one evening. As one does. And had the motor out for the fan. And yeah, the motor was dead. But from what I've worked out, well, at least what I can tell is the fuse in the motor, the thermal fuse in the motor was dead. I've got to take the whole thing apart just to get to the bloody thing. So I had the fuse out. Oh, that'd be where those two spare screws go then. I had the fuse out. And I couldn't find an exact replacement for the fuse, but I did find similar enough, I'd have thought. I can't remember what these ones are actually. They are, actually no, these might be the, yeah, I think these are the exact same ones. I can't remember, we'll have a look when we get in there. But I don't know if there's been any more damage incurred from, I don't know how long it was running without the fan running for. It could have been days, it could have been weeks, I really don't bother to check on it. I just assumed it would last forever. Apparently not. And you can tell by this, these are the, oh you can't really see, let's see if I can. The Zoom Man 3000. Why is the camera moving? I don't know. It's weird, the tripod isn't. Anyway, the cooling coil here must have got quite hot because it's melted into the polystyrene. And that wasn't there before, and I've had this apart many times over the years, so that's... There may be more damage. But I won't know until I get the fan on. Or the fan working, at least. I was just going to buy a new motor. But the exact motor, I can't find any information about it whatsoever, so replacement isn't an easy option. Probably any old motor really would do, but I figured why not bodge it together with a fuse. Let's just work on getting this apart. I'm trying not to tip it over, because I don't want all the coolant and all the stuff to go up into there and then have to wait days or whatever it is to let it siphon itself back down before turning it on. Oh, that's attached there. See, the annoying thing is, it's not an easy thing to disconnect. But all we need is a motor, right? So we'll just work on getting the motor. Ooh, it nearly went for a tumble. I'm just going to try and speed. Oh, that's the fan. I've got to try my way. I really hope I took a picture of where the wires go. Oh dear. Okay, we're back. Try and get this off. Reverse threaded, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. That wasn't as hard to remove last time. There we go. There we go. There's the remains of the motor there. Motor. Balls. Ugh. Right. Okay, we're there. Right, so here we have. I already took the. Oh crap! I don't remember doing that. I already took the thermal fuse out of it, which does inherit some problems. I don't remember where it went. Also, as I was taking it apart, trying to take, because I had this paper wrapped around it and then this tape, I may have nicked the wires here. So I'm hoping that nothing's shorting. I did check it with a meter, but I don't know what the resistance was before. Well, I don't know what the resistance was because, you know, the fuse was dead. We'll see. We'll find out. It'll be fun. It'll be a great time for all of us. If I could find my phone, I could look to see if I had pictures. Right, let's have a goosey. Right, well, the only picture I have would have made more sense at the time, I imagine. That doesn't help me at all. It went somewhere and somewhere. So, presumably it has to go between the red and the black, right? Or between the red and the... No. You see? I ain't got a clue. Let's just do some investigatory work, shall we? Right, so the black goes down here. I don't know what it connects to. Connects to the coil there, I think. Yeah, right, so the black one is, I'm guessing, fine, leave that as it is. The thing is, I did just cut it off, so there should be remnants left. But there isn't, unless that's a remnant there. Oh no, I remember what I did. I wrapped these two together and turned it on just to see if it worked, and it did start up. So it's just a case of taking these back off, because these are the old legs from the old fuse. I keep thinking thermistor, but that's definitely not what it is. That would be a terrible thing to have. Right, so the only confusion now is, do I leave the old legs on? Or at least a bit of them. Yeah, leave a little bit of them on. A bit more, because I don't want that to unsolder. I could just solder that directly to it, couldn't I? I could. Yeah, I suppose. And where have I put the fuses? There they are. Oh no, they are different fuses. The one I had was white, but they are... I have to look on the camera because I actually can't see. And the camera can't see either. Focus. Hello. Ooh. There we go. It doesn't autofocus apparently. I've got to do it myself. Ooh. 2 amps, 115 volts. I can't remember what the old ones were. Let me do a goosey. They were also 115 volts. And this motor isn't going to draw more than 2 amps, so... I've decided they won't. And I think that's fine. Right, so I need to take this one off, so we're going to put the wire on there. Fair enough. The only thing is, Was the fuse wrapped underneath this paper? I think so. But I don't know. Because once again, I mean, to be fair, I've had this apart for like a couple of weeks, and if I don't do something within about 4 seconds, I just forget. I'm going to assume it's under there based on the picture which shows it off. So that makes sense to my brain. I don't know what this wire is wrapped around here. Why is it so long? Why is that one so loose? I have many questions. But we won't worry about that. We'll just tuck that around there somewhere. I'm sure it'll be fine. Listen, I'm not selling this. And I'm not going to keep my eye off it for quite a while. Just in case. I don't need them that long, do we? How long were they? About half. Sweet. Right, I'm going to clamp these individually to keep the heat away, because if the heat from the soldering iron travels up this, it will kill it instantly. And what a time that would be. Pretty goddamn upsetting, actually. I'm going to stick some solder on this little fella. If the wire wasn't wrapped around everything that I own. It's very awkward to see. There's one. Two. Look. Let's move that closer, shouldn't I? What is a specific tool for doing this? Because how do they solder them in the factory? Not killing them. I suppose why the legs are so long? I don't know. We may never know, because I will never look into it. Right, there's that one. Doesn't matter which way round they go, does it? Does it? No? Hopefully? I think this one's been wrapped around it. Yes, it has, just to be annoying. That's fine, we'll just cut that off. Snip's slightly easier. New pair of snips. There we go. I wonder if it was wrapped around just to make sure it didn't overheat or some other such nonsense. How did they get that around the thing then? Because if that was on there, then how would you get the wire on... What? Because it was on the shorter one, I guess. But then the leg would be exposed. Colour me confuzzled. Let's get some fresh solder on there. Juicy and fresh. I need this to go on there, thusly. Yeah, that would just about fit, I think. I have to snip a little bit off. Which is going to make it awkward to do the heat thing. I'm just going to have to hope and pray. Let's just get this molten. And then tack it on there. Beautiful. And then, again, I don't know why this wire is so loose and hanging around, but it is what it is. Why have I got an extra piece of... Oh, I've got so many bits of shrink. Oh, did that one go over the both of them? That would make sense. Yes, I think it did. Okay. All is looking fine. Except that one's too long. Maybe they should have been longer. Snip a bit off this one as well then. Oh, it's tiny. It's going to be really awkward to solder to this. Let's get some fresh solder on that too. There we go. And tack this bad boy on here lustily, nice and quickly. You on there? And more specifically, you're on there well. You're not on there well at all, actually. That's pretty goddamn awful. Don't kill the fuse, for God's sakes. Ah! Okay, I'm gonna need more. This is doing my nutting. There we go. There's a lot more space to work with now. Nice and quick. What is on the end of this? It's just so lumpy. Oh, it was wrapped around the wire. Right, that makes sense. That's fine, I can do that again. You can wrap around if you want to. You can leave your unwrapped friends behind. Oh, maybe I can. Maybe I'm too stupid. That is a very real possibility. Ah, so fiddly. Ah, jeez. You know what? I suck at this. Oh, come on. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. And actually, now that's tacked in place, I can just wrap the rest around and ha ha ha. Genius. Right. Let's just check that isn't dead. Don't do this to me. Come on. Yes, it's still alive. Ha 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 ha. Right. Now, where did the fuse go? Honestly, I don't know. Let's refer to the pictures. I'm unsure. They were tucked somewhere in there. That's all I can tell you. Well, that goes in there. Roughly, sort of, kind of like that. And then, I don't know, it was just in there. Maybe I made these legs way too long. That is a very real possibility. Oh god, no, we can't have that. Right, don't. Should have put my own heat shrink on it, shouldn't I? Really feel like I probably should have. But I didn't. Because we've established I'm not a smart person. Can't put anything in the middle either, can I? I can't, like, use a bit of glue. That would be stupid. Would it? Yes, probably. Right, what if we... It's a bit awkward because I can't really do anything with it as it is. I suppose I could just wrap up the top though, couldn't it? If it was on the side, I don't suppose it matters where it goes. Oh, a bit of solder on there, that would have been silly willy. I can't put underneath these wires maybe. All of them. Like that, maybe? Possibly? No? I'm going to take that. I think that looks fine. And by looks fine, I mean it's awful. However, I do not care. Just stick that together, Lex. Jesus. Do not do this at home. This is a bloody awful idea. If ever I've seen one. Let's grab some Captain tape. I don't have any scissors, so that's going to be handy too. I'll try and get the tape in between. Oh, it's curling. That's not going to help me, is it? I can't get the tape in there. It's just going to have to be over the top, but not actually wrapped around, which is kind of sucky. Well, that's... Seriously, do not do this. This is just not worth it. Unless you can do a better job of it than me, which, to be fair, wouldn't be hard. Just have at least a brain cell. And you'll probably be fine. But myself... Otherwise, buying just a 240 volt... It's just a... generic motor, isn't it? As long as the shaft's the same, it'd probably be fine. What would it be? Like a... synchronous motor, I guess. No, isn't that slow? It's the same sort of ones they use in ovens, I'm pretty sure, so it should be easy enough to find, and I might end up doing it one day, but I didn't want to this time, so shh. You can all laugh at me when it blows up in my face. It burns me. But until that point, it's fine. It's probably fine. As long as my missus doesn't watch this video, she will never know. And she'll just say, "Oh, good job." Actually, she won't. She'll just say, "All right," which is fair enough. No, but I will be, if this does work, I will be keeping an eye on it, because I don't know even if it works anymore. I mean, the compressor kicks on, but what else was damaged by it getting... I don't know how hot it was getting. I turned it on for about 30 seconds to a minute, and the entire case, the plastic case of the whole unit was pretty warm to the touch, so I'm guessing it didn't do very good. It can't have done much good to the whole unit, can it? But waste not, want not, as my dear old nan would say. Fix up what you can. As I say. Mind you, I have gotten lazier, so instead of fixing things, I oftentimes just don't have one. Because I don't want to spend the money on a new one, because that seems wasteful. But I also don't want to fix the old one. Because A, I'm lazy. B, there's no time. There's never enough time. Every day goes by so bloody quickly these days. Anyway, that's a story for another day. If you're unlucky. Yeah, it is lefty loose, lefty tighty, righty loosey. Snug as a bug in a... I don't know what. Right, I need to find out where these wires go. Should have a picture, which if we got red, we got the earth, which I don't know where that goes. I don't think I took, oh I did take a picture of the earth. The earth goes to the compressor, that's easy enough. And the red and black go somewhere else. They go there. They just go there somewhere, and I'm not sure which is which. I think it's the outside wires. There should only be 2 slots available though, right? So the red should be at the top. Let's have a gander. Now the camera's not going to be able to see it. But I'll come back. Right, so it's these 2 here and here. I put some new heat shrink around the wire. You can't really see, but that's just life for you. And it doesn't matter because there's a big spade for the negative And a little spade for the positive. Also, I put this whole fan on and I take it back off because to get to the screw you have to take it off. It's annoying. Anyway, I'm not going to put it back together because that seems like a... It's a thing from building PCs, right? You don't put the side panel on until you find out if it works or not. Not that I ever do that either. But hey. Right, let's just see, does it work? Right. Power is going to it, I think. Yes, it is. Does it work or does it bang? Please work. Ha! Is the fan blowing in the right direction? Yes, it is. Good stuff. Oh, there you go. Mind you, a bit noisy. That doesn't sound particularly happy. Oh, if I just hold my hand on it, it's nice and quiet. Brilliant. Hopefully one side's getting cold. Well, hopefully one side's getting hot. Give it a second, maybe? Normally take this one. Ah yes, this side is getting cold. Slowly but surely getting cold. I hope that little sensor hasn't died, but then again I don't even know what that sensor does. I think it's just, if it freezes over then it knows to, I don't know, defrost it I guess. No, some parts of it feel warm. I'm going to have to leave it running for a minute and just see. That bit's definitely cold. I was about to put my fingers in there to find out if that was warm. That would be stupid, but hello, that's what I do. I do stupid stuff. Oh, this bit's warm at all. No, wait, no, that bit would be cold. No, that bit would be warm. How do these work? No, one side's warm, one side's cold, right? Yeah. It's just not feeling particularly... Sorry, the camera worked right now. It doesn't feel particularly cold right now. It's slightly cold, but it's not great. And that side isn't even warm. Not over here. I'm really not feeling any difference at all. I'll leave it running for a bit and then come back to it in a few minutes and just see what it's doing. Well, we've got ice there and we've got warm air coming out the front. So, awesome. It's been taking quite a while though, but I don't know how long it used to take. Also, it's very loud. Something's rattling, but I don't know what it is. Anyway, don't worry about that. Where it's going doesn't matter. It's annoying though. Also, it's very dirty. But let's stick this back together then. And there we go. Fantastic. But I wouldn't recommend doing that, but yeah, it was fun, I suppose. I guess, maybe. Anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers.